Here's an easy and simple recipe for no-bake banana pudding. Here are all the ingredients you will need, and this is definitely a great holiday dessert and a crowd pleaser. So first we're going to start off with some vanilla jello pudding. This is going to form the base of our banana pudding. You can use a banana cream flavoring pudding or even a French vanilla, but I prefer regular, just vanilla. So first we're going to add in the condensed milk. And with the condensed milk, it gives it that sweetness and a little bit of thickness as well. So after we add in that whole can of condensed milk, we're going to add about 2/3 cups of whole milk. You just want it to be loose enough so it's able to pour. And the whole milk, you can skip this step, but I like to add whole milk. You're going to add a capful of vanilla flavoring, and then you're going to mix it all together. I love this recipe because I'm not going to be over a stove trying to figure out how to make some pudding. I'm sure it may be easy to some, but this is just, grab and go basically. So I added in just a tad bit more milk to loosen it up. And then what I like to do is add in half a brick of Philadelphia cream cheese to give it, a little bit more flavor and make it fluffy. And then also you want to add in about a half of tub of the Cool Whip and mix that all together. Let me tell you, this base for the banana pudding, really good. And it's easy, and then people would think that you made this homemade when you really didn't. So once you get your pudding all together, you want to start by layering your banana pudding. So what we're going to do is you're going to add your cookies at the bottom. You can use Chester cookies, but I like regular old buttered vanilla wafers. So once we add the vanilla wafers at the bottom, look, I have a little funny one. I thought this is really cool. I want to show you guys. So once you add the vanilla wafers at the bottom, you want to start layering half of that pudding mixture that we just made. And you see how it pours easily over the cookies? That's what you really want, because you want those cookies to soften up. And then just spread it all out to make it look nice and pretty. Now I'm not a big fan of bananas. I think they're absolutely disgusting. So you add as many bananas in as you want, okay? I only did 2 bananas because I just find that they can get real slimy and brown and just, in banana pudding. So I only added 2 bananas. If you want to add 3, 4, 5, 6, go ahead. That's not for me. So then, after I cut up the bananas, I added more cookies on top, layered it with cookies. And you wanted the cookies to cover that banana layer. And then once we're done adding the cookies on top, what we are going to do is you're going to add another layer, the rest of that pudding on top of it. And let me tell you guys, once you let this sit overnight, you got to make sure that the cookies get nice and soft. Some people like crunchy banana pudding, to each its own, but I prefer if my cookies were a little bit softer so it could be like an actual pudding. And this is so good. It's so easy to make. And let me tell y'all will have people requesting this at potlucks, holiday parties, maybe even church events. But make sure you let people know that this is no bake. And, you did not make the pudding homemade, because I know some Southerners can be very picky about how their banana pudding is made. But this is something quick and easy to throw together for any event. So once you spread all the rest of that pudding mixture on top of that layer of cookies, what you're going to do now is add, I like to do about a tub or half a tub, depending on how big your dish is, of Cool Whip. And the Cool Whip just basically gives it a nice presentation to make it look like, you spent all day in the kitchen. Well, you really didn't. So look at that Cool Whip. So yummy. And y'all, since it's the holiday season, my local grocery store, you can buy 2 Cool Whips for $5. So really good deal. And you can either crunch up some cookies to put it on top, or even place whole cookies. I just crunch them up to make it look like a little pretty, and there you go. And that's how you make a no-bake, easy banana pudding. You can let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. You can dig into it right away. I prefer to let it sit so the cookies can get nice and soft. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys enjoy.